than most. Eyes low in the post. Ready for whatever, buddy. Trust me, you won't no smoke. Never disrespect my city, this the land of the goats. This shit doper than some white girls that just got off the boat. This shit came straight off the boat, straight off the boat. Straight off the boat, 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 straight off the boat.
Yo, so I'm gonna keep this introduction short because I already know that the conversation is about to be dope with who I'm about to call. I'm gonna introduce to some and present to others Mr. Tony Alexander AKA Mr. 32. If you know Tony, you know this man ain't nothing but mouth. And he's one of the biggest Kobe fans that I've ever met in my life. So I don't want to waste nobody's time. I want to get straight to the video. So let's check out Tony and see what he got going on. So let me call my dog Mr. 32. See what he got going on. Pot Kadoom, baby!
What is happening, bro? What is going on?
Yo,
See, I'm ready too.
I see you. I see you.
Oh, so you don't know how ready I am. See, I'm a real Laker fan. Okay, the Sharks, and then you're not a Kobe fan, and you don't have the Crazy Eights.
Oh, no, you didn't come in a whole uniform, Tony.
Oh yeah, I'm like, put me in, coach.
All right, Tony. So first of all, bro, I want to thank you for doing this with me, bro. I know this is gonna be dope because you are a very strong, opinionated man. And so, Tony, we're gonna start where everybody else want to start, and that's LeBron James. So I'm gonna get your thoughts on LeBron James' legacy. I've had this conversation 750 times, so I'm gonna let you spill what you got to say about my dog, and then we're gonna move from there.
All right, so we go with LeBron legacy. LeBron, hands down, without argument, will always be, and it's going to go down even right now as a top 10 player.
Right.
Questionably, arguably, top 5.
Okay.
It's definitely a good argument that he's a top 5 player.
Okay.
To me, like I said, what diminishes him, and it's not to his fault. It's not his fault, but his level of competition in his conference. Like literally, he has had the easiest cakewalk, and everyone's going to agree with this except his blind witnesses that he had a cakewalk to every finals that he's ever been to.
Not every one of them, because when he was with Miami, he had a couple of 7-game series with the Pacers. But for the most part, I will agree that he's had a relatively easy run to the finals.
So that kind of, I'm not going to say diminish it, but it kind of like put it somewhat of an asterisk. Like, okay, yeah, he's great, but let's look at who he's been playing. His finals record,
it speaks for itself.
It does speak for itself. I mean, he had nothing. He was an offer. He went to one finals and got swept by the Spurs, which they was the Spurs.
Yeah.
I can't say anything on that.
Yeah.
Then he went to Miami and was 0-2 when he met the Mavs. Yes, the Mavs swept my Lakers. We imploded. If you think about it, if you go back, and I told you I did my research. If you go back to the first, it was a 4-game series. 3 games, the first 3 games combined was like decided by 12 points, maybe. The first 3 games. Okay. Then the last one we got blew out by 26 points. That's when Bynum clothesline JJ Barrera. And we imploded from there. So then LeBron, he goes over there. Then he goes against the Thunder, and everybody's like, oh, he peaked 3 Hall of Famers. I think Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Westbrook were all like 22 years old, 21.
They were babies. They were
real babies, bro.
Yeah.
They were real babies. So I kind of like, okay, and they be at 4-1. But KD still averaged 30 to 32 points a game that series.
Yeah. In
the 5-game series. And he's young. Harden didn't show up that game. People don't like to say that.
He didn't show up at all in that series.
He was 6th man of the year. He was averaging almost 20 points a game. Gets to the finals, and for some, just like now, he gets to the finals, and he was averaging like 5 points a game.
It's kind of like a trend with Harden. You do well in the regular season, get to the playoffs.
He goes here, and then fall on his face.
Yeah.
Probably fall on his beard.
That's cushion. That's cushion.
Neither here nor there. Yeah, neither here nor there. So then they go up against, who they win their first one against?
Who, the Heat? We won our first one against the Thunder, and then we won the next year against the Spurs.
And then you went the Spurs. People like to say, I will say Ray Allen saved him on that, but I think I blame more of that on Greg Popovich than I do for simple fact of why was Tim Duncan not in the game?
And then Tim Duncan also missed a bunny right in front of the rim. That kind of, you know what I mean?
Tim Duncan was 137 years old. Like I met Tim Duncan was 116 years old when he shot that shot. Like
you
he
Googled
was
it.
like 112.
You Googled it.
He was somewhere around there.
I Googled it.
He was old. So no, it's, he was at the end of his career. So stuff like that is going to happen. It happened.
But they came back the next year and beat Miami.
Huh?
They came back the next year and beat Miami.
Oh, they didn't beat y'all. That was rape in the lower 48 states. What they did, y'all. What the Spurs did to Miami in 2014, that was considered rape in the lower 48 states, bro. That was literally considered rape. They beat y'all by 25 a game.
Yo, listen, we're not gonna harp on that. That's not what we're talking about. We talking about LeBron James.
That was bad.
we talking about LeBron James right now.
That was Charles Barkley horrible.
A lot of people will argue that when Jordan got to the finals, Jordan may have had a harder road to the finals, but he had easier finals. That don't play into it at all. Because Jordan had a road.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It was a harder road to get there.
Yeah.
But when he got there, it still wasn't easy because that Utah team was not trash.
No, they weren't.
That Utah team was not trash.
No, they weren't.
Think about it. Karl Malone, the most points in NBA history.
Second most.
That man was a baller.
He's second most behind Kareem.
Yeah, he's second because Kareem.
And then Carl. Then Kobe.
See, KKK. John Stockton, arguably one of the best point guards ever.
All-time leader in assists and all-time leader in steals. He ain't no slouch.
Yeah. So once again, all the time, even Byron Russell, who was guarding was guarding Michael Jordan, was a lockdown defender.
Unless he was guarding Jordan, then he was no longer a lockdown defender.
Yeah, no one. But see, that's what makes Kobe so great. And that's what makes people try to think about how many people used to be like, oh, they're the Kobe stopper. How many times that happened?
Okay, so look, I'm glad that you automatically transitioned to Kobe because that's what I really want to talk to you about is Kobe. I don't care about this LeBron conversation no more.
I know.
That's already been supplanted. Now, one thing I don't agree with you on is LeBron. You said he's arguably a top 5 player. I got LeBron James number 2 all time. LeBron James all time number 2. Now, when it comes to Kobe, and I told you this in this message and it kind of ruffled your feathers, I don't think I got Kobe in my top 10.
Wait. Before you finish that, let me pray for our friendship. Like I said, I got to pray for that.
So yeah, my thing about Kobe is I saw Jordan. So I know that Kobe is an impersonator. Sure, he's the greatest impersonator of Jordan that we ever seen in our lifetime. He has the stats. He has the accolades. He has the championships. He has the killer instinct. He has everything that you would want. Yeah, he got all that. He got everything that you would want from a player that you would put in your top 5. But I cannot put a player that's not an original in that top 10. Like and then on top of that, while he was in the league, how many years was Kobe ever the best player in the league? Maybe 2. I'm stretching that 2. Like I told you, I'm stretching that 2. And he had contemporaries. Like Kobe, I get Kobe's point. He wanted the conversation to be Kobe versus Jordan. And Kobe never got that conversation because Kobe couldn't overcome the Kobe versus Shaq or the Kobe versus Tim Duncan conversation. And that's the class that he in. And it ain't a bad class to be in, Tony. Like it's not terrible to be mentioned in the likes with Shaq and Tim Duncan. But you ain't in the same class as Jordan. I'm sorry.
All right. You done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead. Give it to me. Now
here's my thing. When I thought about this and I cannot get a definitive answer about it, so I'm gonna come to the Kobe Bryant thing. When people, especially sports analysts, when they do their top 10s, I've always wondered why they have 4, 5, 6 big men. Wilt Chamberlain, Laker, of course. He was the biggest dude. He was literally playing against UPS mailmen. Like he was the biggest dude in the league. Like they even said the average of the league was like 6'7", and then he was 7'2". So it's like, of course he's going to average 50 and 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's of course. Same with Bill Russell and the Celtics. I think he was like the only black person in the league at the time.
Naturally more gifted.
Yes. So it's just on. Once again, he's like 6'7". So and then back in the 40s and 50s and 60s or whatever, your typical white guy was like 5'10", 6 feet. So once again, of course he's gonna dominate. When people put they say Kareem, They'll say Shaq.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
They'll say Wilt, and then they'll say Bill Russell. So that's 5. So he's telling me literally 5 of the top 10 ever played this game was the same position. Like to me, that's a weird narrative. It's like, okay, I'm gonna, and the top 10 people, they're all 7 feet, and the only guard really is Jordan. So the only guard is Jordan, and Kobe's the best since Jordan, or he's like you say, a clone since Jordan. How is he not even in the top 10?
Because
like how? Truthfully, I mean, I'll be honest with you, and this is not me being a Laker. Kobe Bryant was to me better than Bird. Don't get me wrong, Bird was great. But like I tell you a lot of times, if Bird was a black guy, they won't talk about him that much.
That's not completely untrue.
Don't get me wrong, Bird was a great player. I will not take that from him by no means. But there were so many other black players that were just as good, or if not better, but didn't get the recognition because they wasn't white.
I don't know if they were just as good or better than Bird. Here's what separates.
Bird was a hustler. I give him that.
Oh yeah, Bird was the guy. So. This is what separates.
That's what set Bird apart from a lot of people.
Yeah, the fact that he was white, and it was in the middle of that racial time, so it was black versus white. He was the Great White Hope versus Magic Johnson. So that added to his lore. But you know what I mean? And in terms of basketball skill, you have a case in terms of there may have been other comparable players to Bird, but this was what separate Bird and Kobe to me. And you're gonna hate this argument. Bird was the guy on every championship that he won. Every single one. And no matter what Kobe did in them championships, no matter how great he was during that three-peat, Kobe was never the guy. And no, there were not 2 guys, Tony. There was only 1 guy.
Listen, the problem is, honestly, it's that what you just said there is the same thing of what I just said about LeBron and his competition. Do you know who was guarding Shaquille O'Neal in those 3 championships? Do you know?
You got to tell me the teams, and I probably could tell you.
Okay, let's go. Indiana Pacers.
Rick Smith.
Rick Smith against Shaq.
Yeah, that's not going down. That's not going to be a Rick Smith favor.
Okay, you know Kobe had Jalen Rose and Reggie Miller.
Okay. So
that's 2 great defenders and two good shooters that Kobe had to chase around all game.
I get it.
Rick Smith's on Shaq. Who do you think gonna win?
Shaq. Every time.
Every day of the week.
Every time.
The Nets.
Whoo! That's tough because I know they had Kenyon Martin on that team. Jason Kidd, Kerry Kittles was the shooting guard. I don't even know who they sent. Was it Collins?
Yes, Jason Collins.
Okay.
Yes.
So you 2 for 2 right now.
Jason Collins. 76ers.
Oh God. It was Dikembe. Oh, Dikembe.
Oh, Dikembe.
Mismatch.
The reason why Shaq got 3 MVPs was averaging 30 points a game. Look who was guarding him.
No. The reason Shaq got 3 MVPs is because he was the best player on the court every time they took the court in them series.
No. Do you know up until the finals, 2 out of those 3 years, Kobe led the team in scoring?
No, I didn't know that.
Bryant?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, but when
2 out of the 3 years
when they got there though, that's my point. Like, look, I get it. Kobe is everything that everybody says he is. I don't try and diminish Kobe Bryant.
You have to look into that's context. You remember in elementary school they did context clues?
Yeah.
That's context. It's like, yes, they're like, oh, Shaq was the best. He averaged 30 points a game. You know what? That's literally like me playing against my 10-year-old daughter. You damn right I'm going to average 30 points a game.
Let me ask you a question, and this may solve this whole argument. Is Kobe Bryant a better player than Shaquille O'Neal?
A better basketball player, yes. You think about it, outside of 5-7 feet, Shaq was null and void.
It don't matter what he was outside of 5 and 7 feet. He didn't operate outside of 5 and 7 feet.
The 2 guards have so much more. The thing, all their mental talent is to shoot and to score. That's what they're paid to do. I mean, that's like that whole people like.
No. That's where the identity is construed. That's what Kobe did. Kobe just shot.
That's what every two.
Well, okay, in that era, that's what their job was.
Yeah, your SG is what? A
shooting guard.
Your shooting guard is paid to do what?
Shoot, score, put the ball in the hole.
That's you got them shooting guard, you got them scoring guard. Either way, that's what they're paid to do.
Okay.
And you don't do nothing else. That's what you do. But then that whole narrative of Kobe Bryant was a ball hog and he didn't pass. Kobe Bryant has the most assists in the entire history of NBA of non-point guards.
Tony.
He's
So what? Like, that doesn't mean that he was a passer. That doesn't mean that he wasn't selfish.
No, I'm not saying he was a passer, but I'm saying that people that he was a ball hog.
He is a ball hog.
Do you remember the teams he was on?
It depends on which teams you're talking about, because Kobe had 3 different eras of teams that he was on.
You're absolutely right.
So he had.
One thing about that, he still averaged between 5 and 6 assists through those eras. Like his career average is 5.
Okay.
Which is good for, once again, it's a 2.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Kobe is one of the most inefficient shooting guards that I've ever witnessed in my life, Tony. Like that.
No, actually no, but he still shot for his career. He's like 43, 44%.
That's inefficient, Tony.
That is for a shooting guard. Do you know
what you think Wade is? What do you think Wade is?
Huh?
What you think Wade is?
I can't hear you.
What do you think Wade is? Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne, yeah, he's a 2 guard, but Dwayne played more at the basket. Which, once again, that's that whole context of LeBron's efficiency. Everyone like, he's so efficient. Well, yeah, he's so efficient because he plays at the basket like a big man. His jumper, you can say this too. His jumper just now started to come around.
This year it just came around.
People, that's why I feel Kobe Bryant he has to be in top 10, because you think about it like this. And I tell people, if you're a coach right now, right? Let's say you're a coach, you're a head coach, you're going up against LeBron James. How are you going to do your defense?
How am I going?
How are you going to defend LeBron James?
Oh, I'm going to make him shoot.
Okay. When you're going against Kobe Bryant, especially prime Kobe Bryant, like right between that 8 and 24 Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
How are you going to guard him? What are you going to tell your defense?
I'm going to tell my defense to make sure nobody else scores. And because Kobe wouldn't have the mind to pass the ball. Like, you give him everything that he wants, and he's going to shoot you out of more games. Tony, explain this to me. Explain this to me. If we wanted to guard Kobe Bryant, let me tell you, why was it so easy for Kobe Bryant to be in the bottom tier of the league as soon as Shaq left and before Powell came? Why was it so easy for teams to beat the Lakers?
Let me tell you that roster.
Oh, you talking about with Smush Parker?
Kwame Brown, Luke Walton, Sasha Parker. Really?
The Machine?
Machine. Really? Jordan Farmar. Like, who? Look at his team. That team is way worse than what LeBron took to the finals.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Yeah. You don't have an all-star in that bunch.
An all-star, that's barely AAU.
I remember one stretch of Kobe Bryant's career where he was going nuts with the passing, and it was when they had Steve Nash on the team and Nash got hurt, and so Kobe was averaging
he was doing like 14.
Yeah, he was doing some crazy stuff like that. And so that let me know that Kobe was capable of passing the ball. Watching Kobe Bryant, I'd never seen the urge to pass the ball from Kobe Bryant. Like, he didn't want to.
Kobe Bryant, probably next to Michael Jordan, was one of the most deadliest scorers in the league.
I will give you that, and I try to take nothing away from Kobe in that regard. Kobe is one of the top Kobe is one of the top 3 or 4 defenders.
That's another thing. They both, that Jordan and Kobe have over LeBron. They both have like 10 all defensive first teams. Yeah, but I also give name notoriety to some of those all NBA teams, all defensive teams and stuff like that, because Kobe was still making all defensive teams when he had people like Trevor Ariza on the team. What year? Tell me the years Kobe was the best player in the league. Kobe, best player in the league.
You a fan and you got to think,
06,
bro.
I'm trying to make sure. 06. I would say 06 to 10 at least.
10?
You know what?
I'm gonna smash all that. Because in
05.
Okay, you said 06. So we starting at 06. So 06, I'll give you 06, even though personally I think Wade was smacking the league around in his second season, third season too. But 06, I'll give you Kobe. 07, I'll give you Kobe.
And 06, Kobe was averaging like 36 a game.
That's why I said. That's why I said I will give you Kobe. I will give you Kobe. 06, I'll give you Kobe, even though he ain't make the playoffs. 07, I'll give you Kobe because he was a dog. From 08 on, like, he was not better than LeBron James in 2008. 2009, Wade was definitely the best player in the league. The year he got robbed from that MVP. And everything from 10 on has been LeBron James.
I give everything from 10 on to LeBron James. How can you say Kobe Bryant was not the best player in the league when he was the best? he took the Lakers to a three-peat. He didn't win the three. He won 2 out of 3. How is Kobe Bryant not the best player in the league then?
Because LeBron James in the league. That's why. I'm not saying that Kobe doesn't make a team better. Having Kobe Bryant on your roster makes your team better. He doesn't make teammates better, and that doesn't necessarily mean Kobe Bryant is a better player than he was playing against.
I am so glad you transcended to that one right there, my brother. my Miami Heat hood wearing brother.
Yes, sir.
Define making your teammates better. I want to understand that.
Okay, so I believe that certain players had the ability and still do have the ability to elevate their teammates. I do not put LeBron James in that category because LeBron James doesn't elevate his teammates. I heard this from Jason Whitlock. He relegates his teammates. So everybody who LeBron James plays with, they turn into role players because they have to play a role next to LeBron James. Everybody who Kobe Bryant plays with, they have to play a role with Kobe Bryant. Like, Pau Gasol is the best role player that Kobe Bryant ever played with. Dwight Howard, when he had Dwight Howard was still a superstar in the league. Kobe could not make Dwight Howard better. Yes, Dwight Howard is soft. Yes, Dwight Howard is a vag bag. Yes, he can't do anything.
He had back injuries. He had all this stuff.
Yeah, he had all that stuff. But Kobe Bryant, I never seen one teammate that Kobe Bryant had that before he played with Kobe Bryant, he was trash. When he played with Kobe Bryant, I was like, man, that boy's game really has improved. Okay, so now let's get to this 20-year thing because Kobe Bryant is responsible for some of this. You remember when Kobe Bryant wanted the max money and wouldn't relinquish any money to help the organization out? Okay.
You are my boy. I'm going to tell you about that too.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant didn't ask for that money. Everybody said they didn't offer that money. When the contract came, Kobe Bryant walked in the office. They said, "Kobe, this is what we're going to offer." He signed it. It was just like that.
He took it, and and knowing that he wasn't worth it, he took that money and handicapped y'all franchise, and it's still being affected today.
Because of the Shaq and Kobe feud, and because of that white girl in Colorado, that killed Kobe Bryant in the eyes of the
Now, I will give you that. I will give you that. The Shaq and Kobe feud and the Colorado incident did forever taint Kobe Bryant's legacy.
You don't understand how many people I talked to about Kobe Bryant, and the first thing they holler about, I don't like Kobe because what he did to Shaq. What the fuck that got to do with basketball? Please explain to me what that got to do with the price of tea in China.
I remember a 2-year stretch where Kobe had nobody.
Absolutely nobody. Don't say nobody.
Absolutely nobody. I will make sure to add that in there. I remember the 2-year stretch where Kobe had absolutely nobody.
Nobody.
But every year aside from that, Kobe has had at least
And then as soon as he got somebody, they started winning.
Right, but he wasn't passing them to wins. That's the point that I'm making. Kobe is not a passer. He's not a generous basketball player. He's like, I'm finna do this. Y'all can get on this train if y'all want to.
That whole ball hog era was those 2 years you're talking about right there.
No. The whole ball hog era was 20 years of Kobe Bryant. From 1996 until 2016. That's when Kobe was a ball hog.
No, I'm going to do a Muton. Oh, no.
I had to come out the hat, bro.
Could you please answer me the whole narrative on the so many big men in the top 10?
Okay, so, that was funny. All right, so okay.
My thing is, I can see one or two. I can see one or two big men in your top 10. But when when the top 10 consists of 5 or 6 big men, like in truth be told, like people like Jordan has to be there because Jordan changed the game.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing about the big man. You know that when the game first started to where it is now, the game used to be played inside out. The reason that there's so many big men in the top 10 is because all of them are from that era where the game was played inside out, and they completely dominated the league. So that was their claim. Like, they dominated the league in a way that Kobe Bryant did not. That's the thing. Kobe Bryant was never 100% on top of the mountaintop by himself, Tony.
No guard besides Michael Jordan was the only guard that was always on the top of the only smaller guy. Because think about it, nobody else besides Michael Jordan, the only person that was always at his height in that position, besides big man, was the only person up there.
And that's the reason why Jordan's up there.
I really feel you can't compare somebody like Tim Duncan and Kobe.
Yeah, but when you talk about how Kobe, you think he's better though because he can hit from all over the court. In essence, that would make James Harden a better player than Tim Duncan, and we both know that that's not the truth. When you got it, it's like this.
James Harden don't play defense
at all. So this is absolutely not. That's what we. But it's like
on 2K should be absolute 0.
But this is my argument for Tim Duncan in this case. Yes, Kobe can hit shots from further away from the basket. Kobe can hit all different kind of shots that maybe Tim Duncan can't hit. But Tim Duncan had a kill zone just like Kobe had a kill zone. Right. You put Tim Duncan on the block, you're dead. It don't matter who you are, who's guarding him. It doesn't matter what your advantage is over Tim Duncan. He had a move to counter whatever move that you were doing. He had counter moves. He was going to get that bucket when he wanted it. That's the only thing that you're saying. Kobe can get a bucket when he feel like it. Tim Duncan could too. It's just from closer to the basket. But whether it's an 18-foot jumper or a layup, it only counts for 2 points, Tony.
You are 100% correct. It only counts for 2 points, but one is going to be easier than the other.
Yes, one of them will be easier than the other.
One is going to be easier.
But it ain't just because it ain't easy because it's closer. It's easy because Tim Duncan made it look easy.
So Kobe Bryant hated
everybody. Kobe Bryant hated everybody whose name wasn't Kobe Bryant.
No. Kobe Bryant hated.
He told Smush Parker not to talk to him, man. This your teammate.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. You've been around me and the Cobras.
Yeah.
You heard shit like that before. Bro, you've heard worse.
Much worse. Look, Kobe Bryant is the best Robin ever. He's the best sidekick of all time. Robin. He's the best Robin. Oh, no. No. I would not disrespect the Mamba like that. But no, Kobe is the best Robin ever. He's the best second option of all time. I will give him that. But that's like telling me that Scottie Pippen is finna approach Michael Jordan and say, hey, you need to tighten up. Boy, stop before I get you cut.
Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan is arguably the greatest of all time.
It's not arguably. He is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to say, and this has been coming from a Kobe fan. MJ is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
You don't go to the greatest of all time like that. But if you're Kobe Bryant, and once again, we just won the title. And
Shaq is the best player in the league.
Listen, yes, you got your MVP, but in a one-on-one, Shaq, you would get manhandled by Kobe. Well, not manhandled.
I was about to say, boy, manhandled, Shaq, that don't even go together.
Yeah, not manhandled. I said that completely wrong.
Yeah.
I apologize, Lord.
It ain't like Kobe was just out here the most benevolent of teammates when it came to helping people in their career.
But you want to know why he wasn't the most benevolent? Because no one wanted to work as hard as he did. Think about it. That old saying, everybody want to be a star, but nobody want to put in the work.
Yeah, Kobe's a maniac. It's like I said, bro. I hate Kobe Bryant. I put that out there. I hate Kobe Bryant. I respect Kobe Bryant for what he is. And I respect the Mamba, bro. I respect the Mamba mentality. I respect how hard that man worked. I respect every bucket that he put up. I just hate the way he plays basketball. Like I hate it. If you're gonna be a Kobe Bryant fan and LeBron James hater, you cannot argue that Jordan won all these championships because there were years that he didn't make it, and then make that argument that you just made about LeBron James. You can't do it, bro. You can't do it. You can't diminish LeBron James' greatness because he didn't make it to the finals against your favorite player, but then talk about the hard road that Jordan had to get to the finals. It puts you at a conundrum and it makes you look like a hypocrite.
No, it does. It's blatant facts, though.
They are facts. They are facts.
Jordan didn't make it because he was literally Jordan's going up against one of the greatest teams of all time in the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks.
And LeBron James was going up against the Boston Celtics, who happened to beat your Lakers in the championship. Not that 1 year where he faced Orlando. Them 2 years, them other 2 years, he got smoked by Boston.
Yes, but once again, both by Boston. Kobe Bryant beat Boston, and once again, if he would have had, after if he had bound that first year, he would have beat him then. But he didn't. But like you said, hindsight, you can't see it.
It's 2020. But that's my alarm. Let me know it's time to go pick up my wife. But we gonna finish this. But
when you saw Miami, even though you from Pompano.
Oh yeah. Oh, you heard Conga? You heard the Gladiator? Hey, Stefan. We had to get there.
In the front of I'm into it like this. So like, okay, my dog talking. Come on, you get back. What?
Oh yeah, that's the alarm, but I know if anything, that's gonna wake the kid up. Tony, bro, I appreciate you for doing this with me, bro. This was hella fun, bro. I enjoyed this more than a lot of them because
one thing for certain, two things for certain. Tony will always show up.
Oh yeah, Mr. 32 in the building. So Tony, like, what I like to do is I like to give people an opportunity to shout out things at the end of here. I shouted them out when I did the video with Eddie Kane, but I want to do it again with you. I want to shout out the Capital City Cobras, now the Georgia Cobras, because them boys play football at a time when there ain't no football, and this is real football, people. It's not like Pop Warner or no side stuff. These boys out here smacking. And so that's my shout out.
I'm scoring touchdowns out here, bro.
Oh, and I got the video, and I'm gonna put it up on this video just to put one more time for my dog. So Tony, I'm gonna give you a little time to shout out whoever you want to shout out.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out. You know, I'm gonna shout out to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? One time for FAMU, Florida State. One time for Palm Beach County. I mean, the real capital of Florida. That's how real. West Palm Beach is the real capital of Florida. And I said it. Biggest county in Florida.
Duval.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Jacksonville, the biggest city. Palm Beach, the biggest county.
The biggest city. Palm Beach is the biggest county.
Yeah, you're right.
Geography. I got you. No problem with that. I'm an avid Kobe Bryant fan. Lakers. If it ain't Florida State, football, Lakers basketball, and 49ers in the pros, it ain't shit. This is how I feel, bro. That's how I feel. I mean, we gotta do this again for college football too.
Most definitely, bro. I'm gonna try to keep this thing going because I've been getting
a Hurricane fan, and I feel for you.
But bro, I've been getting a lot of feedback on this, and I've been really appreciating everybody's feedback, all the views, all the shares, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna keep this thing going. Tony, I appreciate you for coming on here, bro, and I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Oh, one time, bro. Be easy.
Higher than most, eyes low in the post. Ready for whatever, but trust me,